Welcome everybody, how are you all doing? I hope you're doing really well today. Thank you so much for joining me on Lumies Tarot. My name is Claire and I'm going to be doing your pick a card reading for you. Today we're looking at situations of no communication. So this is for everybody who's in no contact or no communication or very little communication with your person. At this time we're going to be taking a look, see what messages we have from Spirit regarding this situation, what they're thinking, how they're feeling at this time. So we're just going to see what comes through for you today. So this is a general reading. Please just bear that in mind. It's a general reading for the collective. So just take what resonates and leave the rest. And my readings aren't date specific. So whenever you found this reading, please know that there may be a message here for you. Now we've got 3 groups for you today in this pick a card reading. This is group 1, group 2 and group 3. So that's group 1, group 2 and group 3. As always, the timestamps are in the description box below this video. Please use your intuition to guide you today as to which of the 3 groups you want to go with. Just drop down into your body, take a deep breath and choose from your gut instinct, and that will guide you as to which of the 3 groups will resonate with you the most today. While you do that, I will just let you know that my collection of beautiful guided meditations and affirmations are available through my website to help you dissolve any blocks that you have towards love and prosperity. People have been writing to me with their amazing stories of transformation about how they're getting ahead in their love life and with their financial situations, which is really lovely. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing this reading and I'll make your selection. I'll see you in a moment. Welcome to everybody who picked group number 1. This is your reading. So I'm going to take a look at the messages in the cards and see what messages we have from Spirit regarding your no contact situation today. I'll begin with the tarot. We'll take a look at the oracle cards in a moment. So we've got 7 of Wands, 3 of Wands, 5 of Wands, the Empress, 7 of Cups, 10 of Wands, Page of Swords, Ace of Swords and Ace of Wands. There is a lot of Wands energy in this reading. So you may be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that is heavily indicated here, or Libra's energy is also represented here, Sun, Moon or Rising. So from the outset, I'm just, what have you guys been going through with this? All of this stuff here, there's just so much energy, and what I'm sensing is like an intensity in your connection between you both. An intensity, there's so much passion indicated in this connection. So it's like, there's passion, this kind of lust and attraction, that sort of passion, but also just that passion, that energy, that magnetic connection that you have. There's so much invested in this emotionally. You're invested in it emotionally. Your person is invested in it emotionally, spiritually, the whole thing. So I just feel like you guys have been going through a lot together. What it looks like to me is that, you're both being triggered. You both feel a lot of intensity. You both feel for one another, but you're not on the same page, is what I'm seeing. It's like you can't reach one another, you can't understand one another. And this is causing a lot, there's so much disharmony here indicated. And I feel with this 5 of Wands energy that there's been disagreements, maybe even fights, but just that you're not reaching each other with your communication. Maybe this whole situation has invited you to step out of your integrity, or someone in this connection has stepped out of their integrity and taken some low blows, or just being a bit aggressive and kind of unhelpful. I just feel like whatever conversations or whatever communication has been going on for you in the past, it was sort of unhelpful, didn't really get you anywhere. You didn't end up on the same page, you didn't end up understanding each other any better than you did. And this has ended up with somebody on the defensive in this connection. Somebody's just been on the defensive. Maybe somebody feels attacked Maybe that's what's triggering them. They feel attacked in some way. Maybe it's been too much pressure for them and they're feeling like they have to defend themselves. It may also be that a boundary was set. I'm sensing that maybe a boundary was set and someone has been very resistant to that boundary and has really dug their heels in. So maybe the boundary was, no, you can't treat me like that, or I don't want to be a hookup, I want to be a relationship, or you need to treat me better than that, or you need to let me know what's going on with you so that we can make this work, or whatever it is, that boundary has been set and it's caused them to dig their heels in more and maybe be a little bit defensive. These may be more things in the 3D world that you express to one another prior to this no communication situation, or maybe more that you're picking up on this energetically, this energetic discord between you both. Now with this Three of Wands energy, it's like there's so much invested in this connection already. You've already got history together, or you're already so deeply connected to one another, and it's such a beautiful connection that you have that it seems a shame to throw it away. So your person is still invested in this connection. They're still thinking about you. They're still very much connected to you energetically. There's nothing indicated here that they've withdrawn from you in any way. So even if you're in no communication, they're still connected to you psychically and energetically. So I expect you might still be able to feel their energy, which I think is really beautiful. Now, somebody in this connection is really looking to the future with this Three of Wands energy. So maybe somebody's thinking, well, what is it that I want in the future? Do I want this person in my future? What do I want my future to look like? Do I really want a long-term relationship? Do I want a committed relationship? All these things. So I sense that somebody in this connection, maybe both of you, are looking at the future and just seeing, what will it be like if we continue to be together, or where will this go, or what direction is this going in? This is what I'm sensing very strongly. We're looking at the direction that this is going in. Maybe someone's feeling like this is a bit directionless, or wanting to get clarity about which direction it's going in. It may also be that this discord that has been created between you has been created because maybe someone in this connection is thinking of moving or traveling. So traveling to see the world, or traveling for work, or moving for work. And that is causing some discord about the future and where you're going. It could be that this is long distance as well, and that is causing the discord. Lots of discord here that I'm seeing between you. So it's no wonder that you are in this no communication situation. But we have this beautiful Empress energy. I love to see the Empress in a reading for you. So your person feels like no one has loved them like you do. No one has loved them like you do, and they've not experienced a love like this. They've not experienced somebody who is as into them, or is committed to them, or shows them. I can feel it. I can feel it in my heart space, this expansion, this beautiful love. They've not experienced someone showing them that depth of feeling before. And this is, especially combined with the Three of Wands, it's like it's saying it's new territory for them. It's new territory for them. And it may be that they cannot accept this beautiful abundance of goodness and love that you have to offer them. They are unable to accept it because people can only accept the amount of love given to them from somebody else that they feel for themselves. You see? So the level to which they love themselves, not in an egotistical way, but in that beautiful spiritual and emotional way, that level where they are able to connect with themselves and to love themselves, maybe it's here, maybe it's here, maybe it's here. If it's down here and it's low, then that's where they can meet you. Until they love themselves more, they cannot accept more. So it may be that you're pouring love out to them and just thinking, well, what do I need to do? And maybe I need to give them more love, or even more love. Maybe I need to give more of myself. But the fact is, we meet people where they're at, and the level to which you are at, that they are able to experience love, is the level to which they can feel your love, and that may be quite low due to their past experiences. They definitely feel like you are a blessing in their life. They find you very attractive and you really enrich their life. You make them feel good. They feel your warmth of the wonderful presence and your energy in their life. They're still able to feel that now, even though you're in no communication. You know, you can send that warm, loving energy to them and they will sense it. It may also be, I'm picking up that some of them in this group, they feel like you're a bit too good for them. I feel like maybe you've got your life together a bit more than they have, or you've got a clearer direction as to where you want to go or how it is that you want to see your life. Maybe you see yourself married with children, or you see where your career is going, or you see what goals you're working towards, and they feel a little bit more lost or a little bit more unsure. Maybe that they're working towards things, but they're not sure that it's quite authentic or it's quite what they want. So there are sort of bigger themes, bigger aspects that they are considering at this time. So it's interesting. And there's with the 7 of Cups and the 10 of Wands, you know, this does indicate that they don't really know what they want. So if you're picking up that energy that you're like, well, I don't know what they want. I don't know what they want from me. What is it that I need to do to make them feel my love, or for them to connect with me, or for them to understand me, or for me to understand them? It's because they don't know. You know, if they don't know, then you're not going to know. And I feel like they're getting a lot of, it's like they're all over the place with their emotions. So one minute they're like, I don't need that person, I can get on with my life, I'm going to do this thing. And then the next minute they're really drawn down into it and their heart feels really heavy and they don't want to get out of bed and they just want to distract themselves. I'm seeing a lot of distractions here with the 7 of Cups energy. They distract themselves with gaming or with Netflix or with going out drinking with their mates to take their mind off this, because the emotions are so intense and are weighing them down with this 10 of Wands energy. So, you know, one minute they're really feeling it and they're connecting with that emotion, and then the next minute they feel frightened of the future, and then the next minute they're trying to distract themselves. It's like 4 seasons in one day. They're just really on this, they're really in the emotion ocean is what I'm sensing, and going through this kind of roller coaster of emotions and roller coasters of ideas. So one minute they're thinking about you, the next minute they're thinking about what they want to do with their lives, the next minute they're thinking of going on a trip. So there's a lot that's going on in their mind, and it's a muddle. But this lack of direction that they've got regarding this connection between you both and to do with their life, bigger issues in their life in general as to what they want for the future, is beginning to weigh them down with this 10 of Wands. It's slowing them down because it means that they don't have a direction. They don't have a direction, and it's slowing them down, because if you don't know where you're going, if you don't know what it is that you want, then the energy isn't focused, it's scattered. I think you may be picking up on that as well. You may sense that with them. That could be part of the reason for the discord between you both. Now moving forward, your person is definitely, look at this little spy that we've got here for you with this Page of Swords energy. So even though you're in no communication, they are keeping a close eye on you on social media. They are checking you out there, or they're asking around about you in that innocent way. What's so-and-so up to? Oh, I hear so-and-so's doing this, or has got a new job, or is doing that, or has been to such and such a place. So they know what's going on with you. They know what's up with you. They're keeping a close eye on you. Now we do have these 2 swords energy, so I see greater clarity coming in, which I think is really important. And I see some good communication coming in for you, because this is the root of the problem, isn't it? You're not able, some of the communication hasn't been very fulfilling. It hasn't led you to connecting at a deeper level. So I see some better communication for you coming in, even though you're in no communication. I think they're going to reach out to you with this Ace of Swords. They do want to connect with you. They've got so much they want to say to you. All of this is swirling around in their mind that we've been talking about. You know, you're the person that they want to talk it through with. You're the person that gives them some solace. You're the person that will ultimately give them the clarity that they need. So I do see them reaching out to you. You know, and this is a card of truth with the Ace of Swords. So that means when we get in touch with the truth, we get in touch with the heart of the matter. So I see them coming forward to you with something and saying something which helps you to connect with them, which feels a bit more meaningful, which means that you are able to move forward. And it's so beautiful because we have these two aces together. We've got Ace of Wands and Ace of Swords. So I see a decision being made by them, coming out of this messy energy. I think they're going to just have had enough of this, really, eventually. Coming out of this messy energy which is weighing them down and making a decision about what it is that they want, or maybe just making a decision that they want to be talking to you about things. And then we have this Ace of Wands. So this indicates a new chapter, indicates that there's a lot of energy still in this connection, like we were talking about, that we've seen throughout this whole reading. You know, this isn't over by a long way. There's still so much invested in it. And like I was saying, it seems a shame to throw it all away. Their decision may be that they want to be with you physically, so they may reach out to you for a hookup. I do see that indicated here because it seems easier to them than being more real. Than being more real with you and getting in touch with trying to clear up some of these things. So it may be that their initial response, their initial reach out, but they want you with this Empress energy. They want to bathe in your warmth. They want to feel you. They want to touch you. They want to hold you. They want to be close to you, but they can't accept your love because of the level that they're at. But I see them maybe reaching out to you for a hookup to begin with, or just to bathe in your warmth maybe. So do just look out for that, you know, keep your boundaries strong, whatever it is that you want. You can state that clearly, because I see a lot more clarity coming in for both of you and being able to communicate in a way that the other understands. The other person may not like it, they may not like what they're hearing, but the energy is calming down. Some of these very intense emotions are calming down, and you're able to communicate in a way that's more harmonious, is what I'm seeing in the future for you. Let's take a look at these oracle cards. So we have the card Balance from the Universal Love Oracle deck. All my decks are linked in the description box. We have the card Balance. So this is a return to balance. So out of these messy energies that are at the center of your reading with the Seven of Cups, and into something more balanced between you both. Balanced communication where you've got give and take, where you can share equally. I see that coming in, more harmony coming in for you. The Empress indicates there's harmony as well, which is really needed between you both. I just feel like the energies aren't very harmonious. They're a bit, it's like a stormy sea that I'm seeing in my mind. And then things coming into sort of calmer, sailing through calmer waters. So into balance of understanding. We have the card Pillar. This is a beautiful gateway. So we were saying that there's more energy, there's more to experience between you both still, and this pillar indicates a gateway that you are going through, where you can leave behind what's no longer serving you and go through the gateway into something new, into a new understanding, into a new level of connecting, a new level of connection. And this is what I see happening for you in the future. Going through this gateway, moving together through this gateway into something new, and leaving behind these lower vibrational energies whereby you're trying to communicate with each other and you're just not understanding each other, and you just end up butting heads and nothing ever gets resolved. So this is really a card of resolution here, and that creates this opportunity to move forward into something more harmonious. So that's really positive. And then we have this card from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. It says demonstrate love. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. So what I'm hearing from this is that this is really about your love languages. So perhaps you need to find out what your love language is. You can Google this if you haven't heard of it before. so that you know what you need expressed to you to feel loved. Because we can feel love for somebody and they can feel love for us, but if we're talking different love languages, we don't understand one another. So it may be the case with your person that you're speaking different love languages, and that's why even though you feel the love, they're unable to feel it from you because it isn't expressed in a way that they understand or that they resonate with. It's very common for women to want to show, as an example, to want to show love in a way that we would connect to another woman. So through really listening and wanting to talk things through and really going over the top with romantic gestures and being thoughtful. And that sounds so lovely, but often a man cannot connect to that as much as they can other behaviors, because men have this desire for uncertainty. If we make things too certain for them, if we say I'll always be there for you, seems very loving, doesn't it? But they have this deep desire and need for uncertainty. If we make it too, if we say we'll always be there for you, you don't have to do anything to win me over, or work towards your place in life. You know, men have evolved to have things quite tough out there in the wilderness. Then that creates too much safety and it actually lowers attraction. So this demonstrate love is really saying find out what their love language is, so that when you come into this communication, because I do see them, they're desperate to talk to you, they've got so much that they want to say. And I see a transition for you going through this gateway into something new, being able to leave the past behind. But this is advice from Spirit, and I think it's good advice. Find out what your love language is so that you're able to say, this is what makes me feel loved. When you do this, this makes me feel loved. And in the same way, try and work out what their love language is so that they can feel it as well. So I do see that things have been a bit of a mess for you, and they are keeping an eye on you. They are working things through in their own way, but it's quite a messy process for them. It's quite a messy process because there's this flip-flop between what they want and their emotions and what they're thinking about in 1 minute, and then a couple of hours later they're thinking about something else. But there's so much they want to say to you. But I see clarity coming in for you, and I see a lot of passion still here for you. So, alright, that's everything that I have for you in this reading today. I hope it's been beneficial for you. It's been my honour to read your cards as always. Do connect with me in the comments. You know I love to hear what is going on with you in your lives. If you feel called to, please check out my website. I've got my book, Attract Soulmate Love. It's for, even if you've already met your soulmate, it's for coming into right alignment with them. And it's a beautiful mix of, there's more spiritual, energetic, frequency-based components of a relationship that we feel between one another, and more practical ways of how to communicate. So people have been writing to me with their amazing stories of how their relationship situations have transformed. So if that resonates with you, do check that out. But you're always in my thoughts. I'm sending you a big hug, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. You take care now. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading, to everybody who picked group number 2. So I'm going to take a look at the tarot cards, see what's going on with your person in this no communication situation that you're experiencing right now. We'll take a look at the oracle cards in a moment. So we've got 5 of Cups in reverse, 7 of Cups, 10 of Swords, the Star, 2 of Wands, Ace of Wands, the World, Hanged Man in reverse, and 4 of Cups in reverse. So Aquarius energy is strongly represented here, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus, but it doesn't have to be. This person, what I'm sensing in this no communication is it looks like from the outside they're doing really well. So this may be what you're picking up on, perhaps on their social media, or perhaps you just see them in life, or have heard through their friends what's going on in their lives. And it looks like life is going quite well for them, like they've got new opportunities, like they're not really that bothered, or they're getting on with things, or that they're doing okay. Like you feel like they're doing much better than you are doing in this situation. Maybe they are with this 7 of Cups energy, you know, it can indicate that maybe they're flirting with people, maybe they're dating people, maybe they're making it look like they've got lots of options. Maybe you see pictures of them on their social media looking like they're having a good time, socializing, being out with people, dating other people, and it looks like they're getting on with their lives. But this is just an illusion. It's what they want you to think. They want you to think that it's not affecting them and they're not bothered. They're trying to look cool, and they're, you know, also trying to distract themselves with just sort of getting on with things. So there's a bit of denial here as well, self-denial. But this is how they're really feeling with this Ten of Swords energy. They are crushed by this situation. I don't know what's been going on with you guys, which led up to this no communication situation between you both, but they are feeling really crushed by this. It may be that for some of you in group number 2, you actually cut them off, or you went no contact. That might be a possibility in this situation. Or it may be that it ended very abruptly, or someone said enough is enough, or just whatever it is. It feels a little bit intense, a little bit violent, a little bit intense. And they're really feeling this. I sense that for this person that you're dealing with, who you're in no communication with, that this is really, it's taken a blow to their ego. They've taken a blow to their ego, maybe. It may be the case that maybe they thought that you wouldn't go through with it, or you wouldn't really say enough is enough, or you wouldn't really block them, or you wouldn't really shut them out in this way, or they just feel, I think for some of you guys in group number 2, they just feel like completely defeated by this connection with you both. Like they don't know what to do to fix it. They don't know what to do to move forward. They don't know how to find happiness. They don't know how to give the love. They don't know how to receive the love that you have to offer. They're just broken. Maybe they're feeling some sort of rejection. Maybe they feel like you rejected them. Or there was some sort of rejection as for self-preservation, maybe, in this situation. They're feeling deeply triggered, is what I'm sensing. So this situation between you both may have triggered some old experiences, some old wounds. This is definitely a card of wounding. So there may be wounds from the past that they're experiencing. They're definitely putting on a brave front. They definitely look like they're doing okay, but it's just the veneer of what's really happening, because they're really feeling this pain. They feel a deep loss and they're struggling with this, but they are hopeful with this beautiful star energy here. I love this card so much. I love the energy. Sorry, we've got sunshine and showers today out there. The light is really changing. So they are hopeful that this can be fixed. They're hopeful that you will reach out to them. They're hopeful that resolution can be found. They're definitely doing some healing work. This may be conscious or unconscious, but that space that you're in with that no communication is giving them that opportunity to reflect deeply. And this may be an unconscious process that they're doing, but they have realized something as a result of this intensity or this drama or this split or this ending or this separation. This has given them a greater understanding, because this is what it's all about, isn't it? There's no good just behaving in a certain way. We have to reflect on our behavior and just think, well, why am I feeling triggered? Why am I behaving like this? Is this a pattern? Does this always happen? What's behind this, really? So I think they're getting a little bit of an insight into this, which is good for you both, because this situation can't go on, and you need greater understanding to be able to make this work. So they're hopeful that you can still be together. They're hopeful that there can still be a relationship, and they do love you. This is a card of love. So they're feeling that love for you, because they wouldn't feel all this pain and injury and this energy of defeat if there wasn't heavy emotional connection. I can feel it. They have the love for you. The love is still there. I'm hearing a truce as well. Sometimes these things are more energetic than they are 3D world. Sometimes it can be more things that have transpired between you both. But I see there's going to be a truce, like coming into alignment with you both energetically, because it's like getting onto the same page. It's like being in alignment with one another. You can have this beautiful love here. You love them. It's obvious that they love you. They obviously still have all this hope in their heart that you can be together, but you need to be in right alignment, and I see that happening. I see you coming into alignment. There's so much passion still here. They're deeply attracted to you. They still have that spark of attraction. Their feelings for you haven't dwindled. There's so much fire still in this that I'm seeing here with this Two of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So you're very much on their mind. They're really thinking about you, and they are contemplating this whole situation. They're really weighing things up. What is it that's gone wrong? What do I need to do? What can be changed? What do I want for the future? If I do this, the future will look like this. If I do that, the future will look like this. Do I want a future without them? Do I want this situation to continue? A lot. Wow, that was a lot of downloads. So these are some of the things that they're processing through their mind. They feel gentle energy towards you. They don't feel any animosity. They don't feel anger. They feel hurt. And they feel like they want to be in a place where they feel safe with you. They want to feel safe to be able to move forwards. Because being connected to somebody, being in a relationship with somebody, makes you vulnerable. So they want to feel like they are safe enough. This is a beautiful energy of safety, to be able to be that real, authentic self, to be able to be their real, authentic self with you, and to be able to open up their heart. They want to heal with you. They want to heal these triggers with you. They want to heal this relationship together with you. They want to be on the same page with you. And I see you coming into right alignment. So they're weighing up a lot of things in their mind. I think this Two of Wands is really positive. There's sort of no wrong decision here. Whatever happens with the outcome, there's no wrong decision that can be made between you both in this situation. Whatever happens, if you decide to be friends, if you decide to get back into contact, if you decide to have a relationship, however you decide to move forward with this, there is no wrong decision. It's going to work out for the highest good of everyone concerned. So much positivity here with the Star, with the Two of Wands, with the Ace of Wands, with the World. Lots and lots of positivity coming for you in this situation. So this is good. They want to share things with you as well. This two energy is about this sharing. You know, they want to share this healing. They want to share their feelings. They want to share this love. They want to share this journey. This is a card of sharing these feelings that they have with you. And we have the Ace of Wands. So I do see them taking action to sort of sort this out. It's all very good. You know, there's things that need to change energetically, but without any action, we don't really get anywhere. So I do see them taking action. If you're in no communication, I feel that they're going to be taking action for the future, for your future. You know, this Two of Wands energy is right at the center of your reading. So it's very much like the two of you, a partnership, a pair that I'm seeing here. But I see them taking action. There's still a lot of energy still in this connection, which is good. You know, their feelings haven't dwindled. There's still passion there. They're still attracted to you. There's still love there. Look at this. Partnership, love, attraction. That's a beautiful combination that we're seeing at the center of your reading. So there's so much energy still left in this connection, and I see them taking action towards you, because with this World energy, you know, this does indicate to me that this is a soul connection. You're learning lessons about life and about love as a result of being in each other's lives, as a result of meeting each other. This is a fated connection. When we see this World card, it may indicate that the person that you're dealing with is, this may be a long distance situation, or they may just be from another culture to you. Different cultures or different religious backgrounds, something like that, just a difference. But definitely a soul connection, which is why you're feeling it so deeply at this time. Again, very positive here. And that it represents that there's a lot still to experience between you both. So you're cycling out of this old cycle whereby you weren't quite on the same page and into something new, leaving the past behind, learning those lessons. See, what I don't see here is just kind of stumbling forward and trying to keep going in the same vein that you were going in the past. So I see a change, a shift, a transformation, positivity, and a lot of energy behind that. They're still very much invested in this connection. Still very much invested and ready to embrace the new. Leave behind what is no longer serving you and cycle into this new cycle between you both. This indicates success as well. This is a card of success. So I see the potential here, the possibility for a successful outcome in this situation. If you are in no communication now, I see a change, a transformation, a cycling out of this current stagnant energy into movement, rolling along, moving forward, and things being successful. And this is expansive energy. The star energy is expansive energy of expanding your consciousness, their consciousness, greater understanding coming in, you understanding them, them understanding you. And this is the seed of being able to move forward with this situation here. And this Hanged Man in the reverse with the World, this is them resisting an ending. They don't want to cycle out of this completely. They want to cycle into a new beginning with you. They're resisting any possibility of this ending or being over. This isn't over. This is what it's telling me here. And getting unstuck, moving forwards, getting unstuck. There's this stuck energy and there's no communication, heaviness. I'm sensing all this heaviness within you. But this isn't the energy that will help you to move forward. We need a shift to get unstuck, to create movement, to get over this stagnation, this muddy feeling that you've been going through with your person, and getting unstuck and feeling freer. Both of these are energies of expansion. And the Two of Wands and the Ace of Wands and the Star, all energies of expansion. So expanding into more love, expanding into more understanding, expanding into these greater experiences. That there's still so much, the world is the card of experiences, but they're resisting any ending. But they want to embrace, with this Four of Cups in the reverse, they want to embrace what it is that you have to offer. Because when we have it in the upright, this is them saying, no, enough's enough, or I'm not really open to this. But this is them coming into an energy of openness. Open. This isn't a shut down energy. These are expansive, beautiful, open energies that we see here. So this isn't an energy of being shut down. This is an energy of them opening up through this feeling of safety that's created. And you can do that energetically. If this no communication, if this is something where you want to find resolution, where you want to feel better, where you want to be open to that, you can change. You can't change them, but you are able to shift your own energetic frequency by staying in the positive, by imagining, creating those visions in your mind of how you want this to play out, how you want this relationship to be. By not allowing that negativity and that fear into your consciousness. Just say no to that, and being open yourself, imagining your heart blossoming open. And because you have this soul connection, in doing so, they will become more open. And you can tell them psychically, energetically, just in a quiet moment, ask to connect to their energy and just say, this is safe. This is safe, because they may have this fear that if they come towards you that they'll be rejected, or that they'll get shot down in flames, or that it will be too painful for them, or that it's just going to be arguments, disagreements, discord. So they want to feel safe. So you can say to them, it is safe for you to come towards me. I am open to this. I'm open to this relationship. I'm open to positive possibilities. I am open to contact and communication with you, healing communication. But they are open up. Their energy is expanding, and they're opening up to the possibilities here, which I think is nice. Oh, this is amazing. Just what we were saying. This is the gateway from the Universal Love Oracle deck. All my decks are linked in the description box. They take me to my website. The list is getting so long for all my cards, so it goes onto my website, and then there's pictures of them, and there's links to all the cards if you're interested. So this is the gateway. So this is very similar to the world energy, you see, that we were talking about. This is you going through a gateway, leaving the past behind you. There are some themes actually in this reading for the collective, in all these readings. Going through this gateway of transformation, moving forward, shifting the energies into something new, into something expansive, and leaving behind what no longer serves you. What is that? Maybe you can think of something right now which is no longer serving you. Perhaps there's a way of communicating which is no longer serving you. Perhaps bending over backwards is no longer serving you, and there needs to be more boundaries to create that safety that we were talking about. Because sometimes we're afraid to lay down boundaries because we think that we'll put somebody off, but actually boundaries create a safe framework within where we can work, within which we can work, a framework. So just reflect on what it is that you can leave behind, the things that you can leave behind which are no longer serving you. Perhaps it's fear, perhaps it's negativity. How does it resonate with you? So I see you moving forward into again, gateway, very positive transformation, moving forward. Honesty is essential. So there's something here that they're not sharing with you. I don't think it's anything shady. Nothing indicated here, anything shady. Perhaps it's just their honest feelings about how they really feel. Needs to be shared, needs to come out into the open. And this is something that they'll share with you in the future as you move forward into these expansive energies. But honesty is essential. Maybe you need to be more honest about how you're feeling. Maybe you need to say, when this happens, it really hurts me and it feels like this, rather than assuming that they know. Maybe they're assuming that you feel a certain way and you're assuming that they feel a certain way. But without that open and honest communication, nobody truly knows what's going on. We're just making assumptions, and we need to move away from assumptions and into this honest situation. And I see that happening for you. And trust. This is a beautiful advice from Spirit for you now, to know that you are divinely guided and supported at this time. To do ask for help from your angels and guides if you need it. They are guiding you through this, and trust in this unfolding process. Trust in this expansive energy as you go through this situation. Trust that everything is working out for the highest good of everybody concerned. I know it's easier said than done, but this is the advice, the message from Spirit in this process. You know, this is all happening for a reason. So I see your person hurting quite a lot. They feel maybe rejected, maybe, you know, they feel like it's very painful for them, but there is a healing process, and they are doing a lot of thinking about this, and they do sense that they will take action in this situation, and that's going to lead to positivity for both of you in the future. And I see them becoming more open with this Four of Cups in the reverse to what it is that you are offering them, the beautiful love and feelings that you are offering them at this time. that's everything that I have for you in this reading. I hope it's been beneficial for you. It's been so wonderful spending time with you. I love it so much. Do connect with me in the comments. You know I love to hear what's going on with you in your lives. It's been lovely. If you feel called to, check out my website. All my bits and pieces are on there, my jewellery, my meditations, but also my book, Attract Soulmate Love. I've been getting such an amazing response from this. People writing to me of their stories of transformation, of really turning around really crappy situations and then blossoming into greater connection and love. So if you are struggling, that will give you some support to help you to come into alignment with your person. So check that out. There's more information on there if it resonates with you. All right, but have an amazing week. I'm sending you lots of love, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye bye. Hey everybody who picked group number 3, this is your reading. So I'm going to take a look at the energies in these cards and see what is going on with your person regarding this no communication situation that you're in right now. So I'm going to start with the tarot today, and I'll take a look at the oracle cards in a moment for you. I will just say, put out a quick trigger warning, because my readings contain light and shade, so it may contain a message that you consider to be negative in nature, so please just bear that in mind as we go forward. So we have Queen of Pentacles for you, Death in reverse, 9 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, Hanged Man in the reverse, Strength, and 10 of Pentacles. So Leo's energy is represented here, along with Gemini and Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So you may be dealing with someone of those signs, or somebody who has that represented in their chart, but not necessarily. So with the Queen of Pentacles, what I'm sensing is that your person really misses you. And it's like, what I'm sensing really strongly, the message that I'm getting is you don't know what you've got till it's gone. This is what I'm picking up. So this no communication, this silence, this distance has given them food for thought, and it has given them this opportunity to recognize your worth. They see your worth now. They see your value. They see what a catch you are. They can recognize that you are somebody who has got stuff going on in their own life, who has got their own goals and dreams, who is working towards those goals and dreams, who is well-rounded. You know, like you're a much more grounded person than they are, and that you bring some of that beautiful earthy energy, that grounding energy into their life. You make them, you give them some stability when you are together, that, you know, through your friendship or your connection or your relationship, you give them some security and some stability, which maybe they're not used to having it, or maybe they've not felt like this in any other relationship. This foundation. So I'm sensing that, you know, there is a good foundation here with this earth energy, with your connection, which is why you feel it so strongly and why you feel it would be a waste to throw it away. So they do see your value now. They are aware of this energy of them just missing you and realizing that they didn't know what they had until it wasn't in their life anymore. So by you retracting your energy or your warmth or your attention, you know, perhaps you gave them an ego boost by being in their life, perhaps they just you know, enjoyed it but took it for granted, your connection maybe, but they're definitely feeling the loss. And with this death in the reverse, this is definitely not over for them. They don't think that this is over. Maybe they think that you'll just come back to them just like that, but they're not letting go. This is somebody who is holding on now. With the death in the reverse, this isn't something that's over by any means. They are holding on to this. They don't think of it as over. It's very much still alive for them, energetically, emotionally, spiritually. There's still that connection there between you both. So this isn't something that's finished. They don't even think of it as finished. It hasn't crossed their mind that you won't come back or that you won't be together with them. And their wish is to be together with you, because with this Nine of Cups energy, this is called the wish card in the tarot. It's about wishes coming true. So their wish is to be with you. Their wish is to work through these problems. Their wish is to come into union with you. Their wish is to have your energy and your warmth and your presence back in their life. I sense that they may be dealing with some magical thinking. So they may be just indulging in this magical thinking of thinking that everything's going to be all right without anything changing, like it can just magically get better without anything being done in the 3D world to sort this out. But you give them this great sense of emotional fulfillment. You make them feel safe, you make them feel secure. They feel nourished with you when you are in their life. And now that you're not in their life and not in communication, they're really feeling the pain of that separation, because they don't think that this is over. There's a lot here about value and confidence, because the Nine of Cups is about confidence, riding high, feeling really good. And the Queen of Pentacles is the same, about confidence and value. So both these cards are about confidence and value. So I'm just wondering if there's something at the root of this that is a problem. Maybe someone hasn't recognized somebody's value until now during this separation, or maybe somebody doesn't see their own value and thinks that they are not equal to each other or to the other person. So there's definitely something here, you know, I'm getting some messages about value and confidence. Maybe somebody in this connection doesn't feel confident enough to really put themselves out there, or confident enough to have a real relationship, or feel confident that they have what it takes to make this work. It's interesting. Let's see how we go as we go along. So we've got the Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. When we see this progression like this is a progression, this is growth that we see from the 6 to the 7, which is interesting. So I see more harmony coming in for you. They're going to feel, they see you in a very good light. I don't see any animosity here. They think of you fondly. They think of you as being amazing. There's still buckets of love, buckets and buckets of love that they have for you, deep feelings. You make them feel really good when you are together. They're definitely reminiscing on this, and they don't want it to be over, because then they'll lose all these good feelings. They'll lose all this that you're offering them in this situation. So I see more harmony coming in for you, and just this ability to be able to share with one another. So I feel like they're going to go through a process, or they're going through a process now where they recognize maybe they were just giving crumbs, or maybe they weren't giving all of themselves, or their heart wasn't open enough to really connect. Maybe there's definitely a sense here of kind of someone taking advantage a little bit of your good nature or your big heart, or just taking it for granted, really, rather than taking advantage, just taking it for granted, not realizing how special this connection is until this period of no communication, of no contact, of separation. So I think it's good that there has been time for them to consider these things. And I feel like there's a little bit of humility here, you know. Look at these guys here. I just feel like this person that you're dealing with wants to sort of get on their knees and beg for mercy a little bit. Like maybe they want to apologize, or maybe they feel ashamed about how they behaved, or maybe they feel like they stepped out of their integrity and they want to bring things back into balance with you both, whatever it takes. This is what they want to do so that you can have that give or take. I sense they're going into a phase where they're a bit more mature and they've got more, they realise that they're not the only person in this relationship. And ultimately this means that they have more to give. Because I feel like they've been holding back. I feel like the problem was that they were holding back. Maybe their heart was a little bit closed. Maybe they were a bit distant, but they were holding back their real feelings. They were holding back from the connection. They weren't giving their all to it. And it's like this, I'm getting this contracted energy, this narrow energy of something just going into this narrow space of like big beautiful feelings being forced into this narrow space. But I feel like they're moving into a time of having more to give, but they're waiting around. This is a waiting game. Maybe you're waiting for them to contact you and they are waiting for you to contact them, because there's already been so much invested in this connection and in this relationship. And I think they feel that it would be a shame to throw it all away when you have this beautiful connection, when you do have love for one another, when you are together, it is good. So I feel like it would be a shame. So they are sort of mulling that over, dwelling on that, dwelling on the good times that you had together, the experiences that you had together, the past is what I'm hearing. They're having a look at everything that you've already gone through, but they're just waiting. It's like you're waiting for each other. It doesn't mean that you should reach out to them now, because I still think they have some things to process, particularly with the Six of Pentacles. They need to have this download where they understand that they are not the only person in this relationship, and that they're not the only person who has needs or wants their needs met. This is a card of reciprocity, of your needs being met and their needs being met. So this is the energy that they're working through. This is the energy that I'm sensing. This is part of the problem that you need to come into alignment with much more harmony and balance, which I think is nice. But this is a waiting game. They are waiting for something. I mean, they could wait forever, couldn't they? But they're waiting for union. So this is a soulmate connection that we've got with this Two of Cups energy. This is beautiful energy. And again, it's about this reciprocal energy, this reciprocal feeling that we've got either side of this. Look at this. I'll set this up for you. Look at this. Reciprocal energy. Oh no, I've done it wrong. And oh yeah, and reciprocal energy. And waiting. So this is a soulmate connection. This is a powerful connection. You may be dealing with a twin flame. If you're feeling it very deeply, if they feel like they're very familiar to you, like you've known them for ages, if you're really feeling the pain of this separation, it's because you are connected energetically. Maybe that you've known them in a past lifetime as well. This is very common with these soul bonds. You have a soul bond with each other. You are in each other's lives for a reason. There is no accident that you have met this person and that you are having these experiences. And this connection is very much still alive. They don't want it to die, and you're still connected energetically, and there's still so much love here, but they want this reciprocal, this reciprocity. Both of these represent this harmony, this balance, and then this waiting for you both to come into alignment in this way. So I think that's interesting, but a lot of love still here, so much love. Nine of Cups, Two of Cups. They're just wishing and hoping and patiently waiting for this to get sorted out, for things to change, for things to shift. But I think it's good that there's so much love here still in this connection. And then what do we have? We have Hanged Man in the reverse to the Strength. Hanged Man in the reverse is all about ego. So Hanged Man in the upright, so confusing with the Hanged Man, isn't it? Is very much about soul lessons and spiritual awakening and expansion of consciousness. But when it's in the reverse like this, we really see this as being caught up in the ego. You know, we have the ego and we have the higher self. So being caught up in those ego where our fears are based. So they're waiting. And this is stopping them. This ego block, this fear, this trigger is stopping them from connecting to their strength, the strength that they need to be vulnerable. This is all about, this is a heart-centered card. This is about vulnerability. This is about being open, open from the heart. A heart opening, but it's their ego, their fears, which are stopping them from coming into alignment with that energy at this time during this period of no communication or this separation. They need to be being honest, they need to be more open, they need to reach out to you, but the blockage is their fear of rejection, fear of abandonment, fear of being laughed at, fear of being real, fear of really talking about those real feelings that are there, that they're experiencing. But this is what needs to happen. They need to get in touch with their strength in order to reach out to you, in order to have those real conversations, which are so important, or to get in touch with that connection. And you're still connected though. You're still connected. There, you know, there is no space and time. It's just an illusion. So that I see as a problem, and this is what's blocking this happiness. Look at this as the outcome, 10 of Pentacles. There's just like so much positivity here. This person who you're in no communication with, they still have feelings for you, strong feelings. They are waiting on you. They don't feel like it's over. They see you in a beautiful light. They still have a lot of love for you, so much positivity. And there is the potential for great happiness here, for something long term, for union, and for them to feel complete. This is like an energy of completion, of feeling complete, of feeling fulfilled, of harmony and balance. But this is the hurdle that I see that is blocking happiness. The ego-based fears stopping their strength of being able to open themselves up to you fully is blocking the happiness which is available to you, which is why you feel this connection so strongly and why this means so much to you, because you see all this 10 of Pentacles potential. You know it's there. I feel like this is quite a healthy connection. I don't see any toxicity here. I feel, honestly, that these are problems that can be overcome between you both. I sense this really strongly. I wouldn't say it if I didn't see it. I feel that these are problems that can be overcome between you both. By releasing fear. By being open and vulnerable and honest and true. That is the only way we can truly connect to another human being. But these are highlighted here. So these are energies that they're processing. These fears that they're processing. They might take their time about it. They realise how much they've invested in this. They might take their time about it. But these are energies that they're processing. And the potential for happiness is really here for you. Let's take a look at the oracle cards. Right, so we have this card, Physical Body. Now this card is from the Universal Love Oracle deck. All my decks are linked in the description box. So I don't know if you can see, but this lady, she's holding her hand to her throat like this. So this indicates to me like throat chakra issues, the inability to be able to speak up, the inability to be able to speak one's truth. Maybe it's you, maybe it's your other person. And there's something here about throat chakra issues, about not being able to really speak out for fear of rejection, for fear of pushing that person away. Also with this physical body, this is a strong indicator that they feel that passion for you. You know, they want to hold you in their arms. They want to feel you physically. They've still got that attraction and desire for you. They do think about you in that way. And we have this beautiful card. This is so gorgeous with a unicorn on it, from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. You are limitless. You can do anything you choose. This is really saying you can manifest a good outcome. You can manifest this 10 of Pentacles. You can manifest this strength and this solution. Because look, this lady has an infinity symbol as her crown chakra. Again, it speaks of the long term and the long view. And then we have this card, Weaver. So this indicates to me that the Weaver card indicates the tapestry of life. Life is a tapestry with many threads woven together. So there are many factors to this situation. Practical factors, emotional factors. I think your person is really weighing these things up. Things that are more spiritual and things that are more practical in nature. But it's woven together, and that your lives, that you and this person who you're in no communication with, are woven together in the fabric of life. Your destinies are woven together. It was your destiny to meet each other, to learn particular lessons about love or about life or about your own character. And that is woven into the fabric of your human experience at this time. And you are limitless. This is a reminder of to connect with those higher vibrational energies, and that also time and space is an illusion, which I think I said earlier. We were talking about that earlier, that time and space is an illusion. So that limitless nature means that even though you are apart physically, or you're not in contact with one another, you are still connected energetically. You're very much still in their energetic space, and they are in your energetic space. That time and space is only an illusion. They are with you in that spiritual space. So you're woven into each other's stories in this lifetime. It's very powerful. All right, that's everything that I have for you in this reading today. I hope this reading has been beneficial for you. It's been my honor to read your cards as always. I love spending time with you so much. Do connect with me in the comments, because I really like to hear what's going on with you in your lives and in your personal situations. If you feel called to, please check out my collection of beautiful guided meditations and affirmations to help to raise your vibration and dissolve any blocks that you have towards love and prosperity. I've got some new ones that are up there. I've done 3 new meditations recently, including Manifest a Specific Person. So you may want to check that out if you feel called to, only if it resonates with you, of course. That's all linked in the description box below this video. But I'm sending you lots of love. You're always in my thoughts. And I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye-bye.